You're listening to Rise to Your Purpose, a personal and spiritual development podcast for female entrepreneurs with a mission.
We are your hosts, Brandie and Natalie.
You're listening to episode 7 of Rise to Your Purpose. For today's episode, we wanted to introduce you to Sabrina, a fellow network marketer who is on a mission to serve those in the service and hospitality industry. She shares her story of starting out as a waitress and working her way out of low confidence and self-sabotage into thriving as an entrepreneur. She inspires you to turn your mess into your message. We hope you enjoy. All right. Hi, friends. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm Brandie. For those of you who are new to my page or to the podcast, I'm one of the creators of Victorious Entrepreneurs Rising and the Rise to Your Purpose program and podcast, which you're listening to now. My passion is really helping entrepreneurs align their values with their business so that they can create a mission-driven business with a kingdom impact. So today I wanted to introduce you to my friend Sabrina Gendron, and she is a fellow entrepreneur and has a heart for women in the service hospitality industry. And so we actually connected through our book collaboration, which you've probably seen me advertising or marketing. It's called The Elevation of the Femalepreneur, and it's actually going to get released on May 5th. Yay, we're so excited. It's finally happening. So just a side note, if you would like to be one of the first people to read that, if you're watching the live or listening to the podcast, just put book in the comments and I will send you our link to get all of the information around that. And what I'm really excited about is that all of the royalties from this book are going to go towards the mental health charity called Mind. And especially with like all of the coronavirus stuff that's going on right now, mental health is just it's just a big deal for me. And I just think it's so important that we are supporting those people who have mental health issues, and there's nothing to be ashamed of if you do. So just a side note plug, like you're not vulnerable, you're not weak by asking for help. Like we all need help. So make sure you're finding that support. So that's a little side note, but I'm so excited to introduce you guys to Sabrina and get to know her and her mission a little bit more. So Sabrina, if you want to just give us a little introduction on who you are and a little bit about what your chapter of the book is too. We'd love to hear.
Yeah, sure. So hello everybody. I'm super honored to be asked to come onto Brandie's podcast. I know she has a wonderful audience base and so much love on her. So a bit about me is I'm a hospitality expert and have become an online confidence mentor. The reason is I have a mission to help empower those in the hospitality realm to confidently grow as entrepreneurs, where who they are really believes that they can thrive in the digital era of serving online so that you can live the life that you truly deserve and desire. And you're so going to understand that mission when you actually read the chapter in the book. I came from 10 years in the hospitality industry, and my chapter is basically about my adversity over kind of being stuck in it. And I was also going through a situation, many years in my life of alcoholism. People in the industry know that, it's always there. You're walking into a bar first thing in the morning to be in a restaurant, there's alcohol there. Mm-hmm. And I actually got swamped into drinking every day, and it really held me back in my life. It also took my confidence away. And the chapter is really about how I overcome that through becoming an entrepreneur. It truly did save me. The empowerment it gave me and the transformation I had through my online business really was the lifeline I needed. And knowing what it's done for me, how dare I not go out there and help somebody else who is maybe having some demons and going through, we're talking about mental health. If I haven't become the entrepreneur and the confident woman I am, I tell you now, I would be drinking every day, not getting anything done. And that is no judgment to anybody who has been doing that in lockdown. if I didn't have a purpose or a mission or just something bigger than myself to reach for, I probably would be just doing some self-destroying things, and I don't want to even think about where I'd be right now. So it's through the empowerment of being an entrepreneur and being around people like Brandie and, you know, this empowering community that you're a part of as soon as you become an online entrepreneur is really transformational. And I really hope to inspire more people, more individuals, more people in the hospitality to take that next level step with their confidence and take their hospitality online and empower themselves to become entrepreneurs.
I love that. And I'm the same way. Like, I felt like my confidence and just personal development in general, once I became an entrepreneur and especially got more in line with like the online marketing world and online entrepreneurship, it is just so powerful to align yourself with so many positive people. And they're really just like all at your fingertips. So if you're having a bad day, you can just go on and immerse yourself into those groups and community and just like soak up all of their positivity as well. So I just love that. So you mentioned inspiration. So what is currently inspiring you right now?
Oh, what you've just talked about is that community. I mean, when they talk about saying that we couldn't leave our homes and being isolated, I tell you now, I've actually never spoken to more people.
Right.
The communities that I'm involved with, you know, that we're in our book community is growing. It's incredible, the people that are reaching out and needing support and guidance. And when you do have that, you have something that is inspiring, is empowering, and can give people the confidence and calmness to know that it's going to be okay. Those communities are stretching out and helping people, and I'm in quite a few, and it's just been so inspiring to see people reaching out and helping others from all over the world. I mean, I'm in the US, you're in the US, but you can tell, I'm originally from the UK, and I'm, you know, being able to do Zoom calls with friends and, you know, really connect. And so it's inspiring to see a virtual world actually supporting and helping people. Like, this is a real thing, guys. Like, people talk about, oh, it's online versus online, that you can still reach out and help people and be that support line and that guidance. And there are communities there that are supporting people through this. And it's just very inspiring to see people stepping up in their own social media. You know, maybe they weren't doing something like that before, and, you know, wanting to do more online and seeing that there is something real there. And it's very inspiring.
I would totally agree. I feel like I've become more creative in this season that we're in. And like, honestly, like, I created this podcast out of this season. Like, we just started back in February, and it was because I was just like, oh, I just want to help people. I want to do something online where we can create a community where people can come and get something positive for, you know, 15 to 30 minutes, you know, a week. And so, yeah, I totally am with you. Like, it's just been inspiring to see how people are just showing up and sharing their stories, sharing their passions, and encouraging and helping other people.
It's seeing people adapt to change. We're human beings. We're meant to adapt. We're not supposed to just sit back and let things happen. So you're really seeing people's, you know, you're saying being creative, those brains are firing neurons like they never did before. We've had to look at different ways of doing things, and they're seeing people giving hope. Hope is really what's being spread virtually right now, and we need more people like yourself, Brandie, and me, and more people to come join us to spread that hope and coming together of that, because it's we have it.
I love the online entrepreneur community. It is such an amazing community to be a part of. Okay, I had the question, what is your mission statement? But I feel like you've totally just thrown that out there. We can skip over that one.
I think we did that in the intro. You're all good.
I love your mission of helping just other women too. So let's dive into, how have you been able to conquer that fear, build confidence when building your business and your brand?
This is a fantastic question, because I was not online for it was over 2 years. 2 years I was not on social media, guys. Like, there is actually on my newsfeed 2 years of content that I didn't post. It was people tagging me, someone put a picture up of me, someone actually put a picture up of me during my time of my depression and alcoholism, where I had, become, for me, I was out of shape, I was unhealthy, and it was like a paparazzi shot, and I didn't know it was online, and I went online and I saw this and I was just like, I was embarrassed, so you're talking about the fear of conquering, building a brand. I mean, showing up online is a confidence. You need to have that confidence. And for me, to conquer it, I learned from mentors who were showing up in a way that I was really attracted to. I love it was authentic. I love that I got to know these people through their online posts. And when I could see that it worked to build a brand, to build a business, it really triggered something inside me. There was something inside me that was thinking, I need to find out the steps in order to conquer my fears, get the courage to do this, because I could see it was the future. A brand is you're representing who you are. And I had come out of the social media closet by finding 5 key confidence strategies, which is actually what I now help people teach, is conquering the fear by having these confidence strategies. And it's really actually when you just start by doing it. Conquering fear is by taking action. And once I started putting things together, you can really feel when you're aligned to things and when you're not. And like everything when we do first time, it was a bit eggy.
Right.
But that was what was great. And once I started, there was times when I didn't feel like it was right. And that's when your intuition's kicking in. And that's when I knew I was coming back. I was coming out of my depression, from putting the bottle down and having that confidence to trust and believe in what I was doing was right. And building your brand is being yourself. And so that's what I really like to help empower people to do online, is to be themselves online. It's exhausting trying to be somebody else.
Yes.
You tried it before. People, when they start doing an online business, they think they need to be like that successful 6-figure coach who's got the blazer and she's looking all great. And they're just like, do you know what? That's her. You've got to be you, because it's exhausting trying to be somebody else. And, really, if there's an underlying fear, it's just, you've got to break down those barriers of just being true to yourself and knowing that there is only one of you. There is only one of you. And you being you is perfect. It makes you shine. It makes your brand stand out. It makes people want to come to you. So conquering that fear is really just being true to yourself and knowing that you are worthy. You are worthy of being who you are, and just shine, being that person, because we're waiting to see that person be a freaking rock star, So that's really where I really want to help people to do that. And when you do have a brand, when you're building a brand, you're doing it for a good reason. I did mine because I knew once I found a way and the people and a community that could transform my life, I had to give it to other people. So you put your passion into your brand, and that's when it can really shine and be truthful, and you just love it. I wake up every day, I can't wait to do something with the Serverpreneurs Society, and I love seeing your brand shine. It's really empowering to see all this come together. And then when you're doing it for others, that's when you become fearless as well. Don't you agree, Brandie?
Yeah, I have like chills, like just listening to you right now. Like, so excited, like yes.
Because it almost takes the focus away from you, because I already have the way to be transformed. I can do this. It's when you're giving this gift to somebody else. I mean, how can you be scared of giving people hope and serving themselves better? It's a gift. You're gifting people with whatever it is you're doing in life. Give people value and gift them. That's what I say. I'm a server. All I know how to do is help people. That's all I've done in my life, is get people things, do things with people, and help them.
I love that. And I think it's so important, like, to show up. One of the things that I love talking about is like, show up, love yourself, and love people. At the end of the day, it's really just that simple. And so I preach in my brand is a lot about self-love, because if you're not loving yourself, you can't really, if you're not filling yourself, your cup, then you can't really serve other people. If you're just like burnt out and, you know, you're just not being your highest self. And when you're at your highest self, then you have so much more to give, and you can just show up and be like just that much better and have that much more energy. And so when you're showing up as your true authentic self, it's just easy. And, you know, I love, like, not everybody, I heard this analogy on a training this morning, like, not everybody loves peaches. You could be the ripest peach, you know, on the farm, but not everybody loves peaches. So but there are so many people who love peaches. So just show up as yourself, and you're going to attract the right people to you, and you're going to repel the people who you don't need in your life anyway. So it really is like a win-win situation. And so, yes, I just like, totally on board with everything you just said. I love it all.
And this is what's great. You're just saying, like, finding the like-minded people. You know, you can thrive when you're around people who allow you to be yourself. Right. And the people that don't, guys, on social media, you can block people. You know, you can, like, it really is, you know, the whole idea of, you know, being in a safe environment of community. People like feeling safe, and that's what, you know, having the confidence of being yourself. I used to be so terrified of what other people thought of me, and now you can't control that. Right. So you have to just be true to who you are, and that's where you're going to be happy. Mm-hmm. That's it. And you are allowed to have incredible thoughts about yourself, guys. You know, you are allowed that. And you know, when that's the self-love is, don't waste time doing all the negative things. You're just wasting your energy.
Yes. So true. So I know we talked a lot about like conquering fear. Do you have one piece of advice that you would definitely, like, just stands out above everything that you would want to leave on this podcast with? Like, what would you offer a female entrepreneur?
I was almost getting onto it, is don't put yourself down.
Yes.
Do not put yourself down. Build yourself up. Because whether I believe in you, whether Brandie believes in you, whether your mum, your husband, your kids believe in you, it doesn't matter until you do. Mm-hmm. It is when you believe in yourself is when it's going to happen. Because you're going to conquer those self-doubts. You're going to be so strong in yourself. You're going to have a positive pride within you. A positive pride in who you are and what you're capable of. Because whatever it is you're doing now, you can do more. And when you do more and you become more, you can give more. And that is what makes the world really go round. You know, you being who you truly are is what we need, and we need it right friggin' now. Mm-hmm. We need as many people to step into their power, step into their light, and let other people know it, let yourself know it, first of all, and that you are in control of your story. I really want all female entrepreneurs out there to know that you are in control. What you do today is going to affect your future tomorrow. And so just choose to be the woman that you see, that you envision to be today. I mean, me and Brandie, I don't know how you feel, but we're on a cover of a book.
Yeah, and
it's absolutely like, it's amazing. Like, we don't need that to envision it. We already were these women, and it's now you can see it, but we wouldn't have been there if we didn't embody the person and the people we want to be before that. Yes. That's what allowed us to shine. That's what's allowed us to tell our story. And I mean, I never had a vision of really writing a book, and it's amazing where the story and the path does go, but through telling your story and being true to who you are, you really can live an incredible life.
Yes. Yes.
You can stop me sometimes. I could go on.
No, I know. Well, I was just gonna say, like, we get to be the co-creator of our life. We're co-creating. You are not a tree. You get to move. You get to vision and dream and put those dreams into action and make them become a reality. And going on vision boards and goal planning, that's a whole nother podcast or Facebook Live we could get into, which I love. So if anybody needs help with that, hit me up, because I could talk about that all day. But yes, like, we are co-creators. And one thing I think is so beautiful, that our message is in our mess. So like, my chapter is about like kind of coming out of a time when I was at a low point in my life. And like your message is also about like, here's what I've learned from being in this place in my life and how you've come through and been able to bring power into your life and strength into your life from overcoming those obstacles. And I just think that is so much more powerful when you're not only authentic to yourself, but also vulnerable enough to share your story, because that's when you're going to really impact people and help those around you. Yeah. I'm just like, woo,
I mean, like I held this story back. People didn't know. Actually, this is kind of the first time it's really coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And people maybe would know me for being in the bars. I've worked in them. You know, I was always the fun person having a drink, but nobody knew what was, you know, really going on. And so, you know, I held it, and it's almost what was holding me back, because I was, you know, I was worried about people finding out. And also I think people don't take someone who's drinking every day very seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't taking myself seriously, and I just couldn't be who I wanted to be. And yeah, so I totally agree. Like as soon as you can, you know, just let yourself go, let yourself be you. It really is. And then your dreams daydreams come into reality. It's amazing.
Amen to that.
Join us.
So I love positive affirmations, and I just totally believe in speaking truth into your life, and speaking positive truth into your life. And that's when you're going to attract that. So what are some affirmations that you use for yourself that maybe some people could copy or, you know, be inspired to make their own affirmations?
Okay, so the moment you find yourself coming to and waking up, say to yourself, I am an incredibly awesome person, and I am going to spread my shine on people today. Like, just know that there's something you're going to do that's either going to serve yourself better or serve others. I like to say to myself, I am worthwhile, considering I've not been made to feel very worthwhile. So you are worthwhile. I am confident, and I can adapt to situations because I handle themselves with belief in myself. That one is very strong right now. I'm going to repeat that one. I am confident, and I can adapt to situations because I can handle them through the belief in myself. I think that's really powerful one for everyone today. Tell yourself you like yourself. I feel good about who I am. I like the way I think and express myself, and I attract the best in everything around me and everyone.
I love those. Those are so amazing. And I love, like, it's the first time I actually was like, looked myself in the mirror and was like, Brandie, I love you. Was just like such a powerful moment, because we give love, I feel like, to everybody else, but accept ourselves a lot. We're just like so hard on ourselves so much. And so I love that one of your affirmations was like, I like myself. And it's just so important to be like, hey, I love you too. I love Sabrina. I love you too, Brandie. Like, you know, give yourself that love and pour on those positive affirmations. Talk, you know, I'm kind of going off the thing here, but it makes sense. When I love this analogy or story, I don't know who came up with it, but it's like, you wouldn't talk to your best friend, you know, and if your best friend came to you and they're like, oh, I'm having this rough day, I'm really messed up, you're not going to be like, you're a worthless piece of crap, like, get out of my life. No, you're going to be like, I love you, we're going to get through this together, you're strong, you're beautiful. But we tend to be so hard on ourselves and be like, no, you're a piece of crap, when we really should be treating ourselves like we would treat our best friend, and speaking that love and that forgiveness and that hope into ourselves. And so I just like love all those affirmations that you're speaking.
And once you do start giving yourself that self-love and telling yourself that you are worthy, I deserve to have good things in my life, it's a paradigm shift. You know, throughout my journey, customers have been rude to me, telling me, oh, you're not worthy, oh, you're just a waitress, you know, making you really feel down. Like in hospitality, shout out to the hospitality people who, you know, have had customers, maybe they've had a bad day and they didn't mean it, but we've been put down a lot, you know, and been told that that's all you can do and things like that, or you're made to feel worthy maybe on how much you're tipped. So having that self-love and knowing your worth more is totally it. And it's having a paradigm shift. As soon as I had that shift of self-love, you feel invincible. You really do.
Yes. All right, I have one more question / statement for you. So we're on the topic of self-love, and I have a hashtag self-love is. What would you say if you wanted to finish the sentence? My self-love is blank.
Serving yourself better.
Yes, I love
You're
that.
serving yourself better so that you can go and serve others. And doing that, that self-love is a whole new podcast as well, because there's so many areas of self-love that you can do this in. But it's really just basic line of discovering yourself, improving yourself, growing as a person, and having just the courage to be more. That's what serving yourself better is, giving yourself more.
Yes, I love it. Thank you so much. So before we end, where can people find you, and how can they partner with you if they want to do that?
Sure. So obviously, go ahead and follow me personally at Sabrina Gendron on Facebook. And then there will be links on the side on my profile to join the Serverpreneurs Society. You can come check out our Facebook group and be part of that. We also are on Instagram, Serverpreneurs Serverpreneurs_society. If you just Google it, we're the only ones. There's no other Serverpreneurs Society, guys. We are pretty unique. And obviously you can follow me on Instagram personally as well, Sabrina Gendron 88, if you wanted to do that. And we are really actually right now, this is the time to be helping inspire entrepreneurs from the hospitality industry, considering what is going on in the world right now. I mean, I was doing this months and months before and didn't know how much it was truly actually going to be needed within the industry, and now more than ever. So yes, if there is anyone listening who knows anyone in hospitality, please inform them about the Serverpreneurs Society. We are here to help the industry and the community during this time.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sabrina. I'm so glad I was able to have you on here, because this is perfect timing, especially with your mission to get your mission out into the world. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for everybody who joined to listen or watch if you're watching this live. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. So thank you, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Take care. Stay healthy and safe.
Rise to Your Purpose will be a weekly podcast. Our hope is to inspire and educate you on your entrepreneurial journey to help you fuel your passions, live your purpose, and build a business that works for you.
You can subscribe, rate, and comment on any podcast app. We'd love to hear from you. It makes us so happy to see you tuning in to the show. So if you're on Instagram, let us know what your favorite part of the show was by taking a screenshot of the episode you tuned into and tag us at Live Victorious on your story. Let us know what your favorite quote or takeaway from the episode was, so that we can be inspired to keep creating content like this for you.
To learn more about us and get involved with our community of mission-driven entrepreneurs, join our Facebook group, Purpose Partners, where we partner together in faith and business. So until next time, build a business that works for you and stay in alignment with your mission.
Welcome to episode 11 of Rise to Your Purpose. I'm so excited for you guys to check out this next episode. This will be an interview between myself, Brandie, with my good friend Melody Bishop, and she is the founder of Abundant Mom Life with Melody, and her mission is to help overwhelmed network marketing mamas simplify and organize their home, their work life, so that you can really just be more productive and live abundant. So I'm, as a new mom, super excited to share this information with you guys, and so I hope you enjoy this episode.